Today we're going to be working on Leetcode question number 118, Pascal's triangle. So given an integer numRows, return the first numRows of Pascal's triangle. If Pascal's triangle each number is the sum of the two numbers directly above it as shown. So as this illustration is illustrating that every single for the next row, it's gonna take the two elements above it, add them, and that's gonna be the value of that element. So as an example here, let's look at this example that 1 3 3 and 1. My next entry is gonna be 1 4 6 4 and 1. The trick to the solution for this solution, the solution I have, the trick we're going to be using is we are going to actually if you see this, if I append 3310 and then 0 1 3 3 1, okay, and add these two numbers. So if I add these two numbers, the result is equal to 1 4 6 4 1, which is the next entry we need. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. We're going to take the result, or the list, and then we're going to append 0 at the end, and we're going to take the same list and append at the beginning, and then we're going to add those two in order to get the result. So we're going to initialize our result with 1, because the number of rows can go from 1 to 30, and so the minimum is 1. So we're going to be our result is going to be we're going to initialize it with a list with the value 1. Okay, now we're gonna have our I, which is gonna go through from 1 to num rows, and then we're gonna have our result, and we're gonna be using basically a map which does the mapping of a lambda function. The lambda is gonna take x and y, and then it's gonna do x plus y as shown in the illustration here. So once we have the map, the other argument is like what are gonna be the values. So the values are gonna be equal to the result, the result minus 1. So whatever was the result minus 1, that means take the last entry, the previous entry, and then add a 0 at the end, and the y value of y is gonna be similar, but add the 0 at the beginning and take the last entry of the result. Once we come out of it, we can just return the result. Yep. Okay, running it for other test cases now, and it does pass all the test cases.